So hello everyone and welcome back. This is Mr. Pacina here and telling you your first assignment for the week. So if you've been paying attention to the assignments that have been happening, you've noticed that towards the end, there is something that tells you that you should be reading 30 minutes at the end or like as homework. Well, this is me making sure that that's happening. So if you haven't been reading since we left school or even before then, this is your chance to get caught up. Now, towards this entire video, I'll be showing you great practices that you should be doing to fill this out correctly, what you see on the screen right now, and just good reading habits. And even if you don't have like a physical book right now, I'll show you how to read online, either using Epic or using my personal library. Either way, just be sure you watch till the end so that you know all the great things that you need to be doing as you read. All right. Now, what you see on the screen is the reading log. It needs to be completely filled out. Notice that there are two empty lines right here, two empty spaces for two different summaries. Yes, I expect you to read for an entire hour. 30 minutes for the first one, 30 minutes for the next one. You can do it back to back, or you can do it like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, or one day and one the other day. Doesn't matter. What does matter is that both of these are filled out and both of these are different sessions. So the top one would be reading for 30 minutes. So let's say that this is my book. Yes, this is me showing you how to do this now. This is my book, and it is The Dorito Effect. Y'all know that I love food. So I would fill out today's date. Today is 5/1/2020. This is for me. For you, this will be the day you receive this. And I am going to read for 30 minutes. So I'm going to put in 30 minutes. Normally I would fill this out at the end, but right now it's just an example. And now the book's title is The Dorito Effect. Your title will be your book. Book's level. I don't actually know this book's level. So it might be that you don't know it either. Doesn't matter. Leave it blank. If you do know it, great. If you don't know it, no problem. And the page that I started was page 1. And page stop, I don't know what page I'm going to stop in. I'm going to read for 30 minutes and then come fill this in when I have finished. So that's all I need to do before starting. And now it's my 30 minutes. So what you could do is use a timer, either using one of these or using your phone to count down for 30 minutes. So just make sure that you're honoring that time. Nothing else happens in these 30 minutes but read. You can even do a timer here on Google. I just opened up a new tab, typed in timer 30 minutes, and then it automatically started. You can even stop it and reset it, or you can even like put it in custom 30 minutes, start. And now for these 30 minutes, all I'm going to be doing is either reading my paper book or reading my digital book. Nothing else. When this timer comes down, reaches down to 0, I'm going to come here, write down what page I stopped at. So let's say that I stopped at page 30, and then I'm going to start writing my 3 to 4 sentences. Make sure that these sentences are complete. So for me, this book started first, the author introduced the origin of Doritos. Then he talked, proper spelling, proper grammar. Yes, I make mistakes as well, but I fix them, or at least I try to. Then the popularity of, finally, the author the health costs of the product. So this would be just a very quick summary of these 30 pages. So first, then, and finally. If you notice, I used the BME, beginning, middle, and end. So yes, it was only like 2 chapters from this book, but that talked about each chapter pretty much in its entirety. Remember that a summary is just the key points that happen in the story. I don't need to know the little details, but I do need to know the overall story. So this will be my first 30 minutes. And I could choose, do I read for 30 more minutes? Do I take a break? Do I come back to this? Your choice. But just remember that this needs to be completely filled in before you turn in. So once you go back to the Google Classroom and it says turn in assignment, you click on that only when all of this on the screen is completely filled out. So if you want, this automatically saves it right here. So every change would save right now in your drive. If you come back to this and like it's gone, if you go to your Google Drive by clicking on these 9 icons right here and go to Drive, it should pop up under Quick Access or under Recent. These are things you recently did. So these should be things that you have done right now. So you can find that very quickly. Just reopen that and you can continue where you left off just in case this comes off. Any questions, you can of course reach out to me of like, Mr. Pacina, I can't find it. Can you help me? And yes, of course. Remember that my office hours are Monday and Wednesdays, 1 to 2. All right. So now that you know how to do this, let's say that you do have a paper book. Great. Is that book actually challenging to you though? Because you guys know I'm all about challenging yourself. Now, for me, this is a pretty good book. This is a good reading. There are some advanced words here. It challenges me to think. Think about, is this book challenging you? If this book isn't challenging you, try to take a little challenge. Try to see what you can be reading right now that will make you think. Now, you might have paper books, you might not. So if you don't have paper books, you could always, of course, be reading on Epic. For me, I will be logging in using my school account so that I can show you the student login class code. If you don't have Epic right now and you forgot the code, there it is. So if you need the code, it is right here on the screen. It is AXG9035. Again, AXG9035. That's my class code if you need it to get into Epic. So again, use that class code if you need it. Once you're in Epic, you can go ahead and find something that you want to read. And if you remember your F&P level, don't worry, I know it's been a while. You might have forgotten it, you might not have known it. But if you do know your F&P level, you can search by that right here to try to challenge yourself of, well, I know when I left school, I was a level W or something like that. And these would bring up all the level W so you can see, is this challenging to me or not? One great thing about Epic is that some of these actually have quizzes at the end. So you can go ahead and read this, and at the end, there might be a quiz attached to this. There it is. So you can start the quiz right there, just to see if you actually understood this book. The quiz isn't required. What is required is that when you finish the book or when the 30 minutes are up, you come back here and then you fill out the summary of that book. Be sure that the rest of this has been filled out as well. Because remember, this was for me. This was my summary of my book. Yours should look different. And that was Epic. If you need any help logging into Epic, let me know and I'll try to help you as soon as I can. And there is one other thing. If you go to this website, which is tinyurl.com/Pacina-library, it'll take you to F&P books. So all of these are tied to F&P levels. However, again, I remember some people telling me when I talk to them of like, Mr. Pacina, I don't remember my F&P level. If you come to office hours, I can of course give it to you. But, or send me an email, text me something like, Mr. Pacina, I want to know my F&P level. I can of course give you that. But let's say that you're not sure. Okay, try it out. Try one out. Level T to you. You're not sure. You find one. You check it out. You're trying out the 5-finger test. If you don't remember the 5-finger test, it's read a random page in here and try to find how many words in there you don't know. If you know every single word there, that book might be a little bit too easy for you. Try reading a little bit more, and if it's still you think it's too easy for you, well then it probably is. If you keep reading here, let's say, so try a different one. Okay, trying this book over here, you find a random page that has a lot of words. So let's go with that one. And you find that there are 2 or 3 words in there you don't know. Try a different page. still 2 or 3 words in there you don't know, this is good. This book is going to challenge you. So I might pick this one, and as I'm reading in this reading log, I'm going to be filling out this vocabulary information over here that I fill out. Don't worry if this like spills over into the next page like it did right here. That's perfectly fine. That might happen. Just keep working. As much information as you can put in here that applies to you, the better. So again, any new vocabulary, write it down. And the final scenario is that you're finding a book and you're reading through a random page, doing the 5-finger test. So let's do random thing. And you find out that there is at least like 4, 5, 6, 7 words in there that you don't know. Well, that book might be too hard for you. And if you go to another random page and you still see it happening, like this book is too hard, try a different level. Or something like that. So again, this is just a quick way to get you started reading. If you have a book, great. If you don't have a book, read online or choose which one you want. Just remember that fill out this information first that you need to. So fill out the date, the time, the book's level if you know it, the page you're going to start reading for 30 minutes. When those 30 minutes are up, fill in the rest of the information. You can take a break, come back to this, and just remember that there's a second part. Any questions? Of course, you can reach out to me. But this has been Mr. Pacina, helping you guys navigate the reading log for this week. Again, try coming to office hours if you want your F&P level. It is Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 2. Thank you guys, and have a good day.